Yo, your boy Bob is back, and I know the last video is a bit unethical. Honestly, there's no reason to watch it unless you're interested in seeing what I have planned for the future, but you might as well just find out, right? So this video is going to be the story time that I promised. Honestly, you guys are not that, good in the head because a lot of you guys voted for the McDonald's story, but the McDonald's story is not that funny, and pretty much most of you guys who were suggesting it already know the story because I told it hundreds of times, bro. Honestly, the funniest one would have been me needing to take a mean one on the train. That means a number 2, bro. It was such a funny, it would have been a funny story. What's crazy about that one, it has like a hella great life lesson, like it was a mental battle I had in my head. And sorry about me working at the summer camp. Like a couple of you guys asked for that. I will try to incorporate in a future video, as well as, me being a kid and beating on kids, because that's another story. But with this video, I'm going to be talking about the McDonald's store when one of the co-workers, because I used to work at McDonald's, was trying to get crazy with it, you feel me? But honestly, there's going to be a lot of issues with this video, and it's going to take very long to edit for the simple fact that I have to recall a lot of things, and it's not that easy to recall a lot of things. It happened in 2018, yeah. July 2018. July to August 2018, around that time. Okay, so let's start off right here, right? So I was chilling at my mom's house, and I really didn't have nothing to do for the summer. So I was like, yo, I got nothing to do for the summer. You know anybody who's hiring? So she knew some people. My cousins actually worked for McDonald's and hooked me up. I went in, filled out the application, came back for an interview with the manager. Not the manager, the owner. You feel me? Because we that high up. The owner pretty much hired me and put me in the back. That's messed up. They racist. They kind of sexist too, because the females be going in the front and the dudes be in the back, and it's dumb hot in the back. So it was my first couple of days, right? There was this next individual. I don't know what to call the individual. I don't know what to call the dude, bro. What'd you call him, the dude, So, because there's no other people to really talk about in the story. So this individual was pretty chill. They didn't really teach me much. He was teaching me a lot of things that I didn't know, such as like biscuits and how to drop bacon and all of that, which was nice. He was cool enough to the point like I would dab him up when I was leaving or whatever. So one day he was like, yo, drop bacon, but it was time for me to go. So I was like, it's time for me to clock out. I gotta go, right? So then he making a big deal about it, bro. And I'm like, bro, I'm not dropping the bacon, bro. I'm packing them out, bro. Because I hated working there after like a couple of weeks, I guess, because it was dumb hot. And let me just tell you, you never really know how the workforce is until you join the workforce at some part of your life and you learn a little bit more about yourself. Because now I know I do not want to be working for no type of person 8 hours a day for little pay, 40-hour work weeks to get like a puny check, pay hella taxes. That's not the type of life I'm trying to live. I'm trying to make my own money, you feel me? But yeah, continuing forward, right? Asked me to drop bacon, I dub him, so he gets dumb heated, bro. I'm out, like I'm leaving, whatever, right? Then he just pretty much tight, right? So next time, right, he told me to sleep, and every single time that he's asking me to do something is when I need to leave. And it got me heated because, bro, just because I'm new does not mean I'm doing all your work, bro. He could sweep, he could do all that. He doesn't do most of that stuff. And with the sweeping, it's dumb hard to sweep in there. The broom is stupid and the floor is stupid, right? So you there for a minute, and I had to pack. I ain't necessarily have to pack, but I wanted to pack because I don't want to stay there more than my 4 hours that I was working. I think it was 5 days a week. I'm not too sure on that, but yeah. So I'm like, nah, whatever. So he got heated and he's like leaving with me, right? So I'm waiting for my meal, right? And then he's standing next to me, and I'm just like, why he's standing next to me? Because he's not ordering nothing. He's just chilling. I'm like, yo, you waiting on something? He's like, yeah, I'm waiting on you. You gotta talk. Yeah, so I'm outside, right? I go outside, right, waiting for my bus, and he's getting dumb heated, bro. He's like, yo, you don't listen to me. And I'm like, bro, you the manager? Because last time I checked, bro, you got a regular shirt. He was like, see, you getting dumb, disrespectful, and all of that. He was like trying to thug it out, but to be honest, he was kind of weird, And yeah, so my bus is coming or whatever, right? And then he's like, well, it wasn't my bus, it was a different bus. I take the 38, the 28 was coming, right? And the 28, right, it was coming or whatever. And he was like, yo, if you get on that bus, I'm ducking you. And I'm like, I'm just laughing because I be smirking sometimes, you feel me? Wrong situations. I don't know if I'm smirking with this guy getting aggressive or whatever. So then he's like, yo, I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to stab you, whatever. And he was getting crazy with it. So I was like, that's tough. right? So my son pull out his phone, right? He's calling his homies like, yo, we gonna jump this nigga. And I'm like, that's tough part too, bro. Like, I don't know how to react to certain things like that, you know? It's just kind of awkward. And I'm just standing there like, That's tough. And anytime he asked me a question, I was like, that's tough. Like, I was just saying, like, back then I used to always say, be like that sometimes, or that's tough. You feel me? So then my bus finally come, right? And then I'm hopping on the bus. He's like, yo, don't get on that bus. Like, meet me down the corner or whatever, right? So then I'm on the bus, you know, swiping my Metric card or whatever. And then he's like holding the bus door open. And I turn around, I'm just looking. And then he's just looking at me. And then we just have a little look off competition, you feel me? So then he ends up getting off the bus and dipping and says, yo, watch when I see you next time. Yeah, I saw him next time. Furthermore about the story though is that I actually told a lot of people the story like at that point in time because I just thought it was funny. And he said next time he see me, he's stabbing my shit, right? So I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like, he gonna stab me at McDonald's, bro? Like, shit, I'm gonna throw a McChicken at him, you know? That made no sense. You see, this story is not funny, bro, and I can't make it funny. It's just weird, right? So I come back next time, right? He's like, yo, watch when I see you after work, right? We don't even get off at the same time, so I understand that part, right? So I had some people who was picking me up because we were supposed to go somewhere after work. So I was like they was asking me, yo, that dude still getting gritty, and I was like, bro, don't worry about it. And I was like, yo, he kind of funny, you know? So they asked me mad questions, bro. So towards the end of the day, right, I'm like we arguing still. We argue at the end of the day. He asked me to sleep again. I'm like, I'm Gucci, bro. And he get dumb heated. And he's like, yo, meet me outside. And I'm like, bro, I bet. How about you meet me outside, you know? Trying to act a little crazy, you know? I know the homies was out there, right? So I go downstairs. I get my stuff. I'm waiting for my meal, right? So we go outside. And he's getting crazy or whatever. And the homies, I didn't even know the homies was there, you know? Because it was like a different car or whatever, right? So the homies pull up, right? They was just sitting there chilling for a little bit. And they hop out the car and be like, yo. So they pretty much talking to him or whatever. Like, I'm standing right there. I forgot what it was said. I'm telling you, this story is all over the place. I don't remember it that well. Like, a lot of things are either being left out because I don't remember, or switched around because I don't remember precisely what happened. Yeah, continuing with that, they arguing or whatever, and they recognize him. Apparently somebody stole his shoes, like took his shoes like off his feet right in front of him, and then he was scared to get them back, some shit like that, right? And apparently he's known as, like, you know, around the block is like this, I ain't gonna say the word, bro, female genitalia, bro, you feel me? Cause I don't know, you know what I mean, right? So I'm just chilling, right? And then he's like, yo, dead ass, bro, let's fight right now. Like, telling the dude that's talking to him. So then my son, like, you know, pull out a blade, bro. You feel me? If you know what a blade is, my son pulled out a blade. And I was just like, oh, snickerdoodles, you know? So then the guy, like, who said he was gonna stab me or whatever, he runs all the way to McDonald's, bro. I'm like, yo, they trying to kill me. And everybody pretty much know about our beef. And nobody really said nothing, which was interesting to me. Because we be arguing. We was arguing, like, right in front of everybody. Like, before we went outside, we was arguing. And nobody stopped us. So that's the funny part, you know? So me and the guy get called in to the manager. And we have to talk. And I'm like, I told her. Like, I'm pretty sure I told her the situation, too. I was like, yo, I told you about this. And now you're getting mad because somebody pulled up on the guy when he said his homie was pulling up. But I still don't see him. So you guys need to calm down or whatever. Guys need to chill out. And I was like, I remember telling you too that I don't want to work in the back no more because he be talking stupid. And she ain't saying nothing. She was pretty much all quiet or whatever. And yeah, it was just a back and forth and whatnot. And what's funny, like, they have hella stories about this guy because they didn't know who I was talking about. Because I didn't really tell him a name or nothing. I just told the story in like a more funny manner, but they clearly took it more seriously. They pulled through. And yeah, that's all I really remember about the story. After that, we didn't really chat to each other, which was kind of interesting to me. I wouldn't say he would ignore me, but he just wouldn't ask me for anything. He know not to ask me for anything. I wouldn't take this too hard because a lot of the details are off and out of place for the simple fact that I don't remember everything to the T. It's been a minute. So let me see, is there anything else I'm missing? So what's insane to me, though, is that both of them knew each other, like my homie and then the dude, apparently, because they mentioned each other's names and stuff like that. And that was just interesting. Small world, very small world. Honestly, bro, I never really took the situation all that serious, which is interesting to me, you know? What if he pulled up with the Glock, you know? And shit, I don't know. This story was whack. Like, I'm telling y'all should have picked a different one. I'm telling you, it would have been better. A different one would have been much better. So I'm gonna also talk about this tiny little story about McDonald's. I hated that job, first of all. I already said that, right? At one point, they was like, yo, Mr. Bob, can you check the bathroom before you leave? So I checked the bathroom. As soon as I walk in there, bro, I get hit with the dirtiest smell of my whole career, bro. You know what I see in the toilet, bro? Let me put the picture on screen, bro. Look at that, bro. They really, yo, when I walked in there, I was laughing. Like, mad people would have been disgusted, but I started smirking and, like, laughing. Like, you could hear the little chuckles, bro. Because it was funny, as if I'm cleaning that up, bro. So I packed, bro. I was like, yeah, I'll check the bathroom. Yeah, I got my clock out, get my free meal. I'm eating my free meal, right? And I look. And tell me why a customer went in there and then walked out with the most disgusted look on their face, bro. And then walked over to the manager, and the manager started having a disgusted look on their face. And then, you know, as soon as I saw that fact, because I was not dealing with that, it was never mentioned to me, which is funny. And I feel bad whoever cleaned that up, bro, because that could not be me. But essentially, that's it for the video. Honestly, I want you guys to go get a job. If you haven't had like a real job, summer youth doesn't count as a job, first of all. It's somewhat of a job, but not really. I'm talking about like you're filling out an application for a specific workplace. I want you to work there and feel how it is to work for somebody else and whatnot. It really was an eye-opening experience and somewhat inspirational for the simple fact that now I know a little bit more about myself and what type of life I'm looking towards and what I'm trying to avoid, which is the rat race, the workforce, and all that jazz. As I said, this story was lame. Like, I'm gonna keep it a grip with you, but it's what you guys asked for. The details are all over the place, but honestly, you guys should have chosen any one of the other stories. You would have had a laugh, bro. I could have told any of those stories funny, but I hope you guys enjoyed somewhat. This was a hella long. I don't like making long videos, but I talked for hella long, bro, about things that have absolutely nothing to do with the video. But thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Feel free to leave suggestions about any type of videos. Message me what you want to see from the channel, because honestly, I want to make every single video about what you guys want to see, not some random topics that I create. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Later, bitch.